okay, for this chapter, we're going to talk about numbers to 100,000. Okay, the thing about numbers to 100,000 is actually a very similar topic to the P3 topic that you learned. Okay, just that it's it's a bigger number, and I think this chapter, when I go through, I'm going to go through a bit quickly, because if you are still unsure, you can go back to the P3 topics to take a look, and I suspect that whatever I'm going to go through now, okay, is actually more than enough, more than enough revision for you. Okay, so the numbers to 100,000, okay, there's, I think, 4, if I'm not wrong, can I see? Yeah, 4 main ideas that you need to take note. Okay, first is writing in numerals. Okay, so writing in numerals, you get questions like 56,381. So, to do it in to solve this question in a systematic way, okay, what we should do is that we should write down each of these words, okay, in numerals immediately as we see it. So, for example, 56,000 is like 50. Let me see. Let me get the ink here. Okay, so it's 56. Let me change color. 56,000. Okay, so that's whatever you have here. 300, so we add 300 here. We add it in the hundreds place. And 81. Okay, so we add the 81, which is actually a tens place, and a 1 in the ones place. Okay, and if we add together, we should get 56381. Which is our answer, which is 56,381. Okay, that's how we get this answer. Easy, right? Okay, now, writing in words. Okay, so writing in words actually is just the opposite of writing in numerals. Okay, so writing in words, same thing. Okay, we take note of the groups, okay, the groupings. Okay, so how do we group the numbers? Okay, so we group the numbers in the in groups of these numbers, as in you can see 200,000 for example, okay, and then we group in the hundreds, okay, then the tens and ones we can put it together. Okay, so I say again, you group it in the thousands, then the hundreds, then the tens and ones together. So how do you read? Okay, you can see in the numerals one, you can see that it's 56,000. You can see that they describe it in thousand. Okay, and you can see here, okay, they are talking about 300. Okay, so 100 here, and 81. So it's in this way. So this is the format, and if you're unfamiliar, actually you just have to practice more to get the hang of it. Okay, so yeah, if you practice more, you don't even have to remember how to break it down. Okay, it will come naturally to you. Okay, so here you can see that is 200. So we have 200,000, because that is the actual value, 200,000. Okay, it's the same as like writing 200,000. Then now I have this 4 here. Okay, sorry, 400. Okay, so it's like adding 400. And I have 5 here, right? And 5. Okay, and I add a 5 here. Okay, and what will I get? Okay, if I solve this problem, let me just erase this and write it somewhere else. Okay, let me write it in blue. So it's 200,000. 400 and 5. Okay, so I'm doing this to check. Okay, so I should end up with the same number here. So my answer is correct. Okay, next. So value versus place value. Okay, this is another important concept you should know. Okay, you should know the words, when questions ask you stand for, you must know what are they asking, and you must not be confused with, the word place value. Okay, you also must differentiate between value of, when they're asking you value of and stands for, they're actually asking you for the value. And when they're asking you place value questions, okay, they're actually asking you for ones, tens, and hundreds. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, okay, in summary, is that you must know when are they asking you for the value of a number, and when are they asking you the place value. Okay, so place value is actually the name of a place, and it's very different from value. Okay, when I go into the example, you will have a better idea of what am I talking about. Okay, so for example, this question, 76213. Okay, we know that it's 76,000. Okay, 213. Okay, so this is what we have. Alright, so when the question asks, what is the value of the digit 6? Okay, so you can see value of the digit 6. Okay, so the value of the digit 6. What are they asking you? They're asking you how big, or how much, what's the quantity, okay, that you're talking about whenever they're asking you about the value. Okay, so we know that the value, okay, and how much is it, is actually because this is in a thousands place, we know that this is 6, right, times 1,000, because since it's in a thousands place, it's actually 6 times 1,000, which is actually the value, gives you the value of 6,000. Okay, so the digit 6, I say again, multiply by, because this is in the place value of 1,000. Okay, so means because it's in this place, it is that strong. Okay, so it's that strong. So 6 times 1,000 gets you 6,000. So the value is 6,000. Okay, and when they ask you digit 6, okay, so this is the same question. So the digit 6 stands for what? Okay, when they ask you what does it stand for, they're asking you the value. How much of quantity, or how much stuff can I get from this digit 6 if I place it in this number, or in this place value. Okay, so it actually stands for, same thing, 6 times 1,000. Since it is in this 6 is in this thousands place, so it's actually it stands for 6,000. Okay, if you're unsure, you might want to go back to the P3 topics to take a look, or if not, might want to replay whatever I'm saying, so that you can get a better idea of this. If not, leave a comment below, and I can come up with another solution or another way to try to help you understand this. Okay, now, and lastly, the digit 6 is in the blank place. Okay, so it's in a what place? Okay, whenever you see a question like that, they're actually asking you about the place value. Means to say that what is the name of the place. Okay, so this digit 6 is in which place? So they're asking you for the name of the place, which is actually the thousands place. Okay, so what do you write? You write a thousands. It's actually in a thousands place. Okay, with a S. Whenever you see a S, it tells you that it is a name. Okay, so which is actually the name of a place value, thousands. Okay, and lastly, the last kind of question they'll ask you is actually to ask you to apply the concept of values of the numbers. So a question like, use the digits 3, 7, 1, 6, and 8 to form the greatest odd number. So how do you do this? Okay, the idea is very simple. Because I want to form the greatest odd number with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want to form this number using these 5 digits. Okay, okay, I want to form the greatest number using these 5 digits. So this must be my biggest number possible, and this will be my smallest number possible. But that is not the only thing. Okay, although they say greatest, they want an odd number. So to make this number odd, okay, the last number has to be odd too. Okay, and because this has so many complications and this has so many criteria, right? Because you have to make it the smallest and you still has to be odd. Okay, we have to fill up this number first. Okay, if you don't understand what I'm talking about or you find me talking too fast, I suggest, okay, you do not even look at my answers first. Okay, take a look at the question and try to solve it yourself first. And if you can't, then you listen to my answer. Okay, if you have no idea what am I talking about, I mean, you never know. You might be able to solve the answer yourself without even listening to my answer. And even if you know how to answer the question without listening to my answer, I still encourage you to listen to my answers because you know, at least you can have another method of solving the problem in future if let's say you get stuck. Okay, so back to this question. I want the greatest odd number. So this has to be a greatest number, this has to be the smallest, and this has to be odd. Okay, so I start with this first because this is the most complicated one and this is the hardest to meet. Okay, this criteria is the hardest to meet. Therefore, I solve this first. So the smallest odd number. My odd numbers are actually 3, 7, 1. Okay, 6 is an even number, 8 is an even number. So I have to choose the smallest odd number from these three, and I obviously choose 1. Okay, so 1 is here. Okay, and this is done, so I can actually cross it out, okay, to be a bit more systematic. Now, what I can do now is I can either do it this way, or I can do it this way. Okay, from the smallest to the biggest or biggest to the smallest. Okay, it's up to you. Because now it doesn't matter, it's just rearranging the numbers. Okay, you don't even care whether it's odd or even, you know, when it's here. Okay, so I choose, I choose to start from the biggest. Okay, so I choose 8. Okay, 3, 7, 8, 6, and 8. Obviously, 8 is the biggest, so I fill up 8. Okay, the next biggest is actually 3, 7, and 6 is actually 7. Okay, so I fill up 7. The next biggest is actually 6, so I cross it out. And my last number is actually 3. Okay, so the correct answer, okay, the greatest odd number is actually 8, 7, 6, 3, 1, which is actually 87,631.